right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. We have a little late start. Bear with me. I had complications here, but we're gonna get started, guys. What's today? Whoa, November 17th on a Wednesday. We got a lot cooking here. Let me get started with this recording here. All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. And let me lower that. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna have fire trades today. Where is the Zoom stuff? Okay, here we go. Let's record this for ourselves. Got that, and then we do some shear screens. All right, let's get started. There we go. Oops, that's not too. All right. Whoa, what a day, what a day yesterday. All right, let's get started. So where are the opportunities here today? So things we got to look at. We're going to be looking at let's get out of that. All right. All right, so here are the S&P 500. We're going to be looking for some fire trades. Where are the movers today? Where are the movers today? So let's take a breakdown here, and let's see exactly where we are on the. So it's Wednesday. We have some major moves so far. Yesterday, if you followed us, we had the chips. They moved, and we have NVIDIA earnings coming out today. Let's see what to expect. We have AMAT tomorrow, and then there's some Fed chairman gibberish today. The news item that you have to pay attention is Brainerd. Because Biden's about to nominate the Fed chairman soon. So unknowns, remember, unknowns. We haven't been priced in if Powell's not going to be the chairman. So just remember that. If Powell is not nominated by Biden, and that nomination is going to come out pretty soon, I suspect, I think that the market's going to react. Brainerd, you can look him up, see what he's about. He's not really pro-market. So, again, just be ready if you're in some long-term investments, something you want to consider. This is why I'm showing you this. Are we going to press higher? What news can make us go higher? 47.20. We also have retail numbers coming out at the end of the week. What are they going to say? So far, the reports and the news that I'm reading, it says that we're going to have a pretty positive outlook. So we'll see. Determination. How are we going to know if that's true or not? Is you're going to look at this level right here. If we start breaking 47.20, then that is going to be new, and the market's going to price that in. If we don't, then the market's pricing in a dismal outlook and is going to prepare for some negative news coming into the marketplace. Now, not super bad. You know, we can stay in this consolidation. We're still bullish, right? We just need a pullback. But if you look at the MACDs, if this goes higher, that will be an exhaustion buy. Okay, so that means that there'll be an exhaustion buy, more likely selling into strength. And, I suspect after that's over, it'll probably pull back. Again, NASDAQ right there, much stronger. And the Russell, a little lagger, but it's let's see if we can get that above 24.16. All right, so that's on the so we're a little bit overstretched. Yes, can we go higher? Yes. We need some levels to break above there. Okay, and what are we going to do? Are we going to hold, or are we going to come back? But we're still pretty bullish. Okay, all right, VIX from yesterday. Okay, this is the measurement of fear, the amount of put buying. So despite of us being high, puts fear have diminished since yesterday and since Friday. So that's a good part. Now, I am seeing a little bit of divergence here. So this is telling me that if we start breaking 16, we start going up to the 17 level, then that means there'll be a pullback, more fear coming in. If we start going lower, then we can probably break that upper. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to connect the dots here for you guys. Now, this is a little bit alarming. I'm kind of looking at the Treasury notes. Treasury notes are creeping up higher. Normally, this is not good for tech. So, again, we like it around that level. I have that level to alert me. So, if we start breaking up, tech is usually going to pull back. Okay, so let's go in. Let's dive in. Are you ready? There's some good moves here. Okay, now this is the 15-minute time frame. This is what we're looking at. Where are the opportunities? As you can tell, we like to take trades off the 50-day moving average and close to zero, either bouncing up or with the 50-day bouncing up, or bouncing down, bouncing down. Okay. Now we're a little bit far extended. So that was a nice trade we took yesterday. Let it pull back. Let's see how it reacts at that 50-day. And let's see how it reacts. It's pulling back. So could be setting up for night something. Okay. So again, what news could be positive? We got retail numbers. And also, by the way, it's option expiration monthly week. So there will be some fluctuations. We haven't gotten it yet, but there will be a major volatility day, usually an option expiration week. So don't get caught up on that. But we will have one of those events. It will happen today. I'm not sure, but it will happen before Friday. Okay, the 4 a.m. Okay, let me look at the 4 a.m. So the 4 a.m. On the E-minis, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, E-minis here at 4 a.m. This is a level of resistance at the E-minis of 4,700. So we're below that. More likely, that's going to be a big level of resistance. So far, it looks like we're setting up for a down day today. Okay, just letting you know. That's what we're looking at. We closed at 47, so that puts us at 46.92. So we'll be right in that range, close. Okay, so that's it. So we're working our way lower. Nasdaq pulling back, pulling back. The play was yesterday on these two. It's pulling back. Let us set up. Let us set up. Okay, Russell right there. This was weaker. It was late to the game. Could this be a second wind? Possibly. We're coming to the end of this swing up here. We didn't really set up nicely on the 50, so there was no play yesterday. But if there's a second wind and if it takes out that 24.08, then it can go up to that 24.21. Not really the most ideal play, but I'm just mentioning this because if this breaks up, maybe this can also help these two. All right. If they start going down, breaking the 50, this starts going down. Let's see how it reacts at the 50, and let's see if we get that down day today. Okay, I don't know, but anything is possible. Watch the tape. The tape doesn't lie. Okay, now Alphabet working its way lower. I told you yesterday that that $3,000 level is pretty high. We saw money going into chips. Wasn't really going to Alphabet, but Alphabet's holding. Google's holding. So again, this could be a winner, but it's just pulling back to below the 50. It looks like just watch it how it reacts to that 29.65. Let it pull back. Let it pull back if it needs to pull back today. Amazon. We're at the highs of Amazon, both on the daily and the 50-minute chart. So, we got some major headwinds right at that 30. We're at that 35.50 right now. 3,600 is going to be pretty hard. To be exact, I'm going to give you the exact numbers. 35.76. And then we got that 35.93. So let's say 3,600. But we're holding, right? They got some headwinds up there, 3,600. So we're holding. We're kind of just consolidating sideways. If this starts breaking down today, 35.47, and we got 35.24. Tesla breaking up. We took this trade yesterday. This was a good trade. We're seeing money coming back in. Again, EV sector has been on fire. So let it pull back. So let's see how it reacts to this 1059. It's pulling back on the MACDs. Could this be possibly a setup here if it goes higher? Tesla overnight action was pretty impressive. We got this 1080. If it can break 1080, then it can probably start going higher. And let me show you what we have on top. So 1080, we got, wow, what is that? That is 1105. 1105. If 1105 gets taken out, then we go. Okay. All right. So we just watched that. ISRG, this rallied quite a bit. Again, pulling back. We were at the lows of 2 weeks ago. It's pulling back. Let us see how it reacts right at that 50 at 357, 362 to go higher. Okay, and the lows here are 351, but it's looking a little bullish. Let's see if it can crack here and bounce a little higher. Chipotle working his way lower. That's fine. Let it go up lower. Let it go lower. We rode this puppy up. We'll ride it back up again. So again, let it drop. Let it drop. Nothing here. Nothing here really. It needs above 1838 to be better to be looked at, and then we need 1850 to really be serious about it. Okay. Land Research. We talked about this. This can probably move on AMAT earnings. So on AMAT and NVIDIA possibly, but this had a monster run. It ran yesterday a little bit from 630 to 636. We set this up. Needs above 638 and has 644 on top. But the market looks like it's going to pull back a little bit. Let's see how it reacts to this 50 and can it bounce if the overall market bounces as well. Okay, Shopify holding strong. There's been rumors about a stock split. Hasn't been confirmed as true. If you know about it, let me know. Let us know. But let's see what happens. Shopify right there at 1673, holding steady. It can go either way, just holding steady. If the MACDs are working lower, so it looks like it's probably going to go to 1629. Let's see how it reacts there. Let's see. But Shopify working lower. We're seeing some weakness on the MACDs going into the open. Netflix went yesterday, so everything went. We're seeing some weakness here. Has that high of major headwind at 691. We stopped short of that 690. Coming back, let's see how it reacts to that 683. Can it bounce over 50 and break through 700? There's been a lot of talk about Netflix and social media. There's been speculation of them getting also into the metaverse. So a lot of metaverse talk. Okay, Roku working his way lower. So Roku, again, so I'm going to show you on Roku why I don't like Roku. If we start looking at Roku from a longer perspective, they've been selling off Roku, right? Bad earnings, 350 to somebody know, is working his way lower. It's having these pops, but not really, again, a lot of headwinds up here. Somebody's unloading Roku. So I'm just going to share that with you. So that's why I might take it off the list pretty soon because we're not seeing those move unless to the downside. But again, somebody's taking it down to 76 and breaking lower. So again, 273. I told you this yesterday at the close for a down play. So again, I wouldn't chase if you're going chase. Let it come back up and let it come up, bounce, and go down. And then that's how we take the trade. Right now, this is a FOMO trade. You're chasing. NVIDIA. There was an article on Barron's today about what to expect for Barron's for his earnings report. So they have an arms deal that has a lot of scrutiny that's still in play. But there's a lot of scrutiny about it that's coming out of Europe. So are they going to get it? It doesn't look promising per Barron's article. However, the metaverse plays have been really keeping this float. Now, remember, let me see if I can make this better. NVIDIA moved quite a bit. We've been playing this thing since 200. It hit 320. We had a 100-point ripper. Was that the move for earnings? And what news are they going to come out at their earnings report? One positive news that the chip supply is over, and that could signal that we can go higher. Also, Goldman Sachs or one of those brokers announced like a 57 billion expectations on visual AR on metaverse equipment to be sold. So maybe that will help out NVIDIA if they come out with any information about metaverse and how that's going to boost their margins. All right, so watch it here. I wouldn't play it. Just not till earnings. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's see how it reacts. That has been the earnings move so far. It's wait for reaction and then play it. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Mercado Libre, they took it down. They announced another share offering. That's what happens. They took it down. Only because of that. You add more shares for offering and, that takes it off the price of the stock, so it dropped. So we're going to set this up for another play. It's looking good. It's not that the company's bad. Remember, this is the South American Amazon. Okay, but it's setting up. Now, it could go either way. Can it go lower? We're going to watch at 1541, bouncing off zero, and you got 1512. So there's some money to be made there if you want to take it to the downside. So this is the play. If the market starts tanking, everything starts tanking, this can probably go down with it, right? So, and I don't mean tanking, maybe that's a bad word. Pulling back is a better word because tanking can scare some people. All right, Apple came out, another news article, very promising in Barron's today, talked about how they're going to destroy their Apple iPhone shares. So again, remember, if AMAT, NVIDIA whispers anything that chips are getting better, anything that it's over, we're nearing the end, this can probably help Apple, and Apple is going to move. So keep it on the horizon. And again, watch Apple, watch SPX. If Apple's up, XPX is not going down. Goldman Sachs is up, it's not going down. Trade desk looking good. We took this trade here. Let's see how it reacts here. Could it be ready for another move or breakdown? So again, it's at the 50. Again, we took this trade from 105 all the way up to 111. Now, this could be another setup. If it bounces off to 0, bounces off 50, or looking like working lower. But anyway, we need 111 to get it better. So watch that. Do not like this candlestick in a row like this. Let's see if this changes in the next 15 minutes. We need a bounce here. If we don't get a bounce, we're working lower. And if we go lower, we're going to 104. Okay, FYI. But I don't like what that set up. Okay, so Goldman Sachs working lower. Again, below the 50. Tried to go yesterday, couldn't go. So Goldman, the reason why I create these boxes, we need 405. So again, a little divergence here. Let's see if that comes to fruition. If it breaks 403, 405, it can probably go to the highs of 407. Okay, so watch it, but watch Goldman. Let's see if this is going to reverse. Affirm, they took it up just with everything else, but again, layaway plans, retail, I think we're going to wait on retail numbers and see how that affected if Affirm is really a legitimate business. So it looks like it's climbing here, so I'm going to, right there, let's see if it can bounce off that 50, take out that 153, and it's going to go. All right. Upstart, again, working its way lower. Their growth has slowed down. I think that, again, pull back a little bit. Needs 241 to be better, but they're going to take it down at the open. So 235, and it looks like it probably is going to go lower. So if it breaks that, 231 can really get it going to the downside. HubSpot. Missed this one. I was talking about this at the Market Pulse yesterday. But when you're in other... So here's the thing, guys. I'm mentioning all these plays because it's not that I'm playing all of them. These are just the movers that I see, that I scout every day using this trading system. And when you get the alert, you get into that system, and then I don't expect you to play all of them. You just play the ones you pick and choose the one that feels right to you, and then you're going to have to manage that position when to get out. Okay, so HubSpot is a perfect example. Moved in later that game, and again, had a lot of headwinds and moved, and that was a nice move if you took that to 854 to the highs, but again, it moved later in the day, so I didn't catch that one, but this is the play that we like to see. Again, broke the 0, bounced off to 50, and broke these headwinds, right? So that's nice. Not ideal, like perfect textbook, but that's the play. Zoom. Okay, article in Barron's today about how there's better stocks than Zoom. So I don't know if that's going to be positive or negative, but Zoom has been on a tear. We set this up last week saying that there's a lot of real estate to cover. There's still a lot of real estate to cover. So let's see. And I mentioned yesterday jokingly that the way the market's reacting, is there another pandemic in the horizon, right? Because Zoom is going up, travel booking is going down. So, and then there was another article, I can't remember what I read, about an outbreak in China. I don't know. Is that going to pick up steam? But let's watch that. Watch the 50, bouncing off the 0, and it can get going. So we have what do we have? We have 269 on top, 264 to get it going. All right, bookings right there. We have 2396 to get it better. There is starting to show me the signs of a reversal. Let's see if that can happen. 2415 to get it better, but let it base, don't chase. Let's see if this thing can reverse. They sold this off quite a bit. All right, we have ServiceNow coming up, 692. Can it break that 700? A lot of upgrades. Let's see what happens there. So if it goes, it's probably going to go, but let's watch it. All right, we got Coinbase, bouncing off the 50, and let's see if it can take out 347. If that's the case, then let's see if it can go up if Bitcoin starts reversing. All right, now let's go into the chips. Here are the chips. All right, ITNU, and I call this Intel, is Intuit. Into it, working higher. It's going to go up higher. Let's see if that news is going to go up. If, again, these things have been flying, looking good, looking good, looking good. Qualcomm setting up nicely. Let's see if it can bounce right here. 180. If it bounces off 0 and can take out that 184, it's got a date with 200. Boom, you got it. ISML. Looking good off that 50. See if it can bounce here. And this could be another play here. Now remember, needs to take these highs of 862. If it takes that, it's gone. AMD, nice little rally. And let's see what happens. Setting up nicely, setting up nicely. If it can bounce here, off this 152, bounce off a 0, and it's right there. 153 is going to run. Okay, watch it, watch it, watch it. So these are the plays I'm excited about. Lucid, nice little run yesterday, is pulling back. It's got the highs of 62. Now, it's funny, yeah, now I don't like these candles here, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably going to work its way lower. Not liking that. So watch Lucid. They're taking some profit. We're in FOMO territory here. So watch it. It's probably going to pull back. Applied Materials, again, AMAT, holding steady, holding steady. This thing has a date with, again, no date. What this is, on Thursday, has earnings. We're going to be listening to what they say because this can make these puppies run a little bit more. Now, remember, there's also a 10% chance that if they say it's getting worse, we tank. So, again, lock in those profits fast, hard, lock in some gains, and always play with profits. All right, Rivian working his way lower. Again, had a nice run. You know, we didn't play it, just had options yesterday. But, again, not really anything that we like to play. Set up, let it drop, let it drop. This thing had a nice run. Let it drop. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. People are taking profits. That's fine. Let it drop. Let it drop. Sorry if you're a Rivian stockholder. Things go up, things go down, guys. But it's look at Rivian and look at LICD going together in tandem. All right. All right. Roblex. Again, this was a play, the metaverse play. I think it's dependent on the video. So we took this play yesterday. Again, below the 50, working his way lower. We're going to be setting this up for a nice play back up. If you want to play NVIDIA earnings, this is the way to play. Now, remember, it's a 50-50 shot. Both of these guys are in the NVIDIA space. All right, I'm going to go back to Tesla because I want to see if Tesla's reacting. Yep, Tesla's pulling back as well. Okay, awesome. All right, Bitcoiners, what's up? Where are my crypto peeps? Again, here we are. Okay, so I've been telling you, everybody's sending me these blogs of Bitcoin's going down, man. And we've been mentioning it since last week. You've been watching the show. Look, MACD, weakness is going up, but this told me that this strength is weakening. It's not going to stand. It's not going to break through. Weakness, we're pulling back even more. It looks like it might break the 50. I'm getting close. I'm getting excited about adding to my Bitcoin position. I'm getting super excited. I'm there. So we're getting ready. We're getting ready. We're getting ready. If you want to know how I trade Bitcoin, there's a link on the description. Click that, and it's how to avoid buying tops. I talk about the S&P 500, and I also talk about Bitcoin. So if you want to know that, click on that. And while you're down there, do me a favor. Press that like button. Press that subscribe. Press that notify button if you like what I'm laying down here for you. It's 9:05. We're probably gonna end this soon, but like it, share the love, share the love. Let's grow this channel. Remember, abundance breeds abundance, right? The more you share, the more you get. All right. So MicroStrategy working its way lower like Bitcoin. Let it drop, let it drop. Again, Ethereum, I told you, weakness is occurring. Broken the MACDs, came down, let it drop. If it breaks to 50, then where's Bitcoin going to go if it breaks to 50? It's probably going to go to this level here of 52,987. All right. And I know you don't like to hear that, but that's all we got. All right, guys. It's 9:05. Set up your trades. Choose the ones you want. Let me know. Let me know if you stayed green, not stayed green. There's a lot of shy guys out there, just stalkers. I can see that you guys are looking, taking my trades. I'm so happy for you. When you start building your accounts, let me know, man. Let me know. We'd love to hear. We'd love to hear the positive news. All right, guys. See you later. If you want another follow-up, I'll be doing the market post. Those will not be live. I'm thinking about doing live. Maybe tell me your thoughts on that. Maybe I do an hour live 1 day a week next week, and I can take questions and so forth if you're interested. But you got to let me know in the description if that's a good idea or bad idea. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Whew, a lot to cover here. Stay green. Go get it and stay green, guys. Take care. God bless.